Good morning. It is Stitch Along Friday at the Victoria Sampler, and I am so enthusiastic. We are just a few hours ago, I put out the newsletter that said that there was going to be a Biscornu sale, and actually it's not a sale. It's just that our lovely little Biscornu are being sold as a kit and also as a printed pattern. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but there's the kit, and it's being sent out to lots of people already. So I just wanted you to know that we've got, I think Petra put on free shipping, which is really exciting. So that was my introduction, and I wanted to be sure that I got that in. so now it's time to do Stitch Along Friday. I certainly hope that you can access my Stitch Along Friday and that you can see me. I always have to remember to refresh my screen before I see anyone, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm going to do that right now just to make sure that all my comments are going to come in and I can see what you're saying. There she is. It's Petra. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. It's good to see you also. I think you're ready with your kits and for the Floral Biscornu. They're all going out the door. Marcia Buckingham, good morning from a hot Dallas. Temps have been over 100. Oh my goodness, for a couple of days, but we have a chance of rain. So congratulations for the rain coming in, and hopefully the rain will deluge all of you with beautiful, clear, cool water. I bet you want it. Marty, good morning from the Adirondacks. Margaret Andrew, good morning, finally caught you live. Oh, I'm so happy you caught us live. Thank you for showing that you love the Biscornu. They are really, the picture itself is so pretty, but they're better in person. I'm going to show them one more time, probably towards the end of the day, because this is our big 1-2 day free shipping time. So don't forget, you can get them with free shipping at the moment only in North America, unfortunately, not internationally. North America, yes. Unfortunately, we could not manage to do that for our Australian and UK customers. Sorry. But we do have free shipping for US, Canada. So hopefully that will be an incentive for those of you who are sitting on the fence. So today, I can't even tell you how many things I've been doing. There's been so much going on in my little home here. First of all, I miss you, Lisa. I wish you were sitting beside me, because then we could have a nice chat again online. And not having you here is really shown, because our last Stitch Along Friday, you were here, and I really loved it. And it makes me feel like, you know, that you're here is great. I mean, you're on chat, but it's not the same as when you're here in person. So I miss you. Marty, you ordered the Biscornu already. Awesome. I did see a number of orders come in, and so I'm really thrilled for you too. Actually, it actually looks like there's a huge number of people who are on the fence, like they're sitting waiting to buy it. I'm not sure what they're waiting for, but anyway, that's what's happening. Good morning, Tedra Radin. Radin. I had trouble placing an order this morning. My card was authorized, but I haven't gotten an email confirming even one order. Sent you an email. Okay, Lisa, that's for you, it looks like. And Tedra, Lisa will get after that as soon as we're finished the Stitch Along Friday stream this morning. Yes, we want to know if it has come through. So thank you so much for alerting us. That's very nice. And by all means, your email should have gotten through. So I know Lisa looks at her emails after Stitch Along Friday stream. So thanks very much. Here's a link to the kit. Thank you very much, Petra. It's good to see you. Talking about seeing each other. We've been seeing each other for a couple of days now. That's really great. Marty says, waiting patiently for Blinktree 3. I know it is going to be released at some point in the near future, but right now we are focused on our Biscornu for this month, and hopefully that will be September. We're hoping for September for the Blinktree 3, but we're not sure what part of September yet. It depends on when we get our materials in, and we've had a little bit of trouble getting some of the things in, but I think everything is in now, which is great. Let me know if you got an order or two authorized charges. Okay, good. That's between you and Lisa, and hopefully you'll be able to chat together via email, Tedra, and I'm sure that she's going to take care of you very well. And Anita Verheyen, hello, good morning. Hello, Ellen Meldrum. You ordered also. Oh, wonderful. I did not see your order come in. Of course, I don't look at all of the orders, so there's so many of them. Jean Morrison, good morning. And from a little cooler in Atlanta. Oh, I'm so happy for you because I know it gets pretty warm there. So good for you. And Lisa's all ready to start packaging the orders as soon as she can. I'm sure that you will. Let's see. Love the Biscornu, Jean Morrison. Okay, I think I've got everyone so far this morning. Let's see. I'll check as soon as I can. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Donna Granger is here. Are you still in a cool, foggy kind of environment, Donna? Because you're not talking about the weather much. It must be kind of sad to see that, you're not getting the sunshine that you deserve. You really need to have some sunshine. Louise Fossa, hello, Taya. Sorry, you said hello, Taya, and I said hello, Louise. Oh, that's so funny. Here I am thinking that you're. Anyway, doesn't matter. I got caught up in my reading out of all of the comments. Thank you, Louise. It's very nice of you to say hello. So, I know I sound excited, probably because I kind of am. I'm also excited because I'm going to be going to a physical therapist this afternoon, and I have to drive 45 minutes, which is pretty difficult to do here on the southern Vancouver Island. But in order to get to his office, I have to drive 45 minutes down, and we call it down because I live in Sydney or near Sydney. So I have to drive all the way down to Victoria and then go to the very farthest part of Victoria as well. And that takes 45 minutes in traffic, of course. So I'm looking forward, though, because he's supposed to be amazing and can hopefully help me with the little bit. I've still got some trouble with walking for any length of time. Like I can walk, no problem, but walking like sport walking, so that you can climb up a hill and go down again. But because I still have a little bit of lingering hip issues, so hopefully maybe he'll check my gait, which apparently makes quite a difference if you walk correctly. And having had some operations on bunions on my feet, I think that might have something to do with it. So I'm looking forward to going to see him and seeing whether I can start walking a little bit more again. That'll be wonderful. Let's see. Donna Granger says, still cold and foggy, but the forecast is for warmer. Okay. Yes, I know. Towards the end of the summer is when you start getting that fog burned off or something. I just find that it's sad that you have, cold and foggy when everyone else in North America has such nice weather. Wishing you all the best with lots more warm sunshine for you, Donna. You deserve it. Margaret, love the idea of hard copy, but wondering if there will be a PDF of the Biscornu in the future. I'm pretty sure we are, but I'm not in charge of everything, so I can sort of guess that we will. I mean, most of the designs that were put out last year are now as PDFs, including the Bling Tree 2, which wasn't a PDF for the longest time, and now just recently, last month, we put it into as a PDF. So yes, I expect at some point it will be, yes. So hopefully that will help you because you like to have both. I suppose when you have a PDF, you can follow along a little bit better because the PDF probably goes into a program, right, that allows you to keep track of your stitches. Have I got that right? Let's see. Margaret, can you let me know if that's what you're using? Is a app on your either on your phone or on your iPad or on your tablet. I have to get all the names of all of the devices right. So if you're using one of those apps, and I think there is one that is especially good for PDFs, and you load the PDF in and then you can follow along. If that's the case, let me know. Maybe you can say, yep, that's the case, or something here in the thing, because I know that's one of the main reasons why people like to have a PDF as well. And Susan Randall, hello, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you for a little while, so I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you. And Pat Henke, you're here as well. Good morning. Thanks very much, Lisa. Yeah, drive into Victoria today. I can't believe it's 45 minutes. And really, I know that I can drive all the way practically to Ladysmith, which is up island quite a ways, in the same 45 minutes. I think that traffic has quite a lot to do with how fast you can get somewhere. Let's see. Liz says it was 100 here yesterday. Today it's not even 70. Oh, I bet you really appreciate the relief. I was talking to my partner Richard, who's in, as though some of you know, who's in Mazatlan, and he was saying that the temperature was 39. So I don't know what that is. Celsius is, I'm sure Lisa will tell me though. So I bet you that's close to 100 right there. And he said the humidity is so high too. He says there was no point in going out during the day. I don't blame him. He goes for a walk first thing, well, quite a long walk, first thing in the morning, like around 5:30, so that he can get the coolest part of the day to do his walking. And he says I have to have a shower after that. It's quite something. Marty says my current work in progress is still my Mystery December auction piece. That's very good. I'm glad. Too bad you can't put more pictures in, but I already guessed which one it is, and I'm really glad that you're doing that one. It looks like a very pretty auction piece. And Carla is here in Springfield, Missouri. Okay. Welcome. Welcome back, Carla. That's good that you told us where you were. Lovely. Thank you. Yes, indeed. I use the PDF on my tablet and then use Xodo. Okay. I didn't know the name of it. So thank you very much. Xodo. And as far as apps for following a PDF that you load in, I think there's another one as well. Does anyone else know of any other of that type of program? Because I think that those are quite popular. I don't use it myself. I use paper patterns so that I can mark it off if I need to, or change my pattern as I'm designing. I don't have quite the same needs as many of you do. So let me know if there's any other programs. Lisa said that would be around 110. Whoa, okay, that beats 100, but it shouldn't. He was right. It's the worst. Luckily, he's up on a hill and he catches some of the ocean breezes if he happens to have the door open, which is rare. He said during the summer you have to have air conditioning. Thanks, Lisa. Margaret Andrews says, I think another one is PDF notes. Okay, thank you. Anyone else have any other, where you can load the PDF in and you can follow along and mark off the stitches that you've already done, basically. It would be really nice to know all of them, actually, and I don't know how many there are. Can we have another peek at Blinktree 3? Let me think now. Is it here? No, I think, Lisa, do you have pink Blinktree 3? I can't remember where it is. I know I have some of my pieces here, new pieces here. I have two. Oh, yes, I do have Blink. I can't remember. If it's here, I'll show it to you next time, okay? Because I can't leave my post. Anyway, but I will show you next time. Thank you very much for noticing that I hadn't done that. By all means. Blinktree 3, yes, it is here. Yes, it is here. My brain has just gone nuts because Blinktree 2 is here and it's finished this time. So I'm going to make another picture for the front of the leaflet. And those of you who have bought the PDF of Blinktree 2 will get an updated version of the picture. Waiting is so hard. I know. Being patient, it's very difficult. We as adults have to learn how to wait, and it's no fun. When we wait for something, though, like the Biscornu, for instance, those are people are really wanting to have them because they've been waiting for them for so long. So I also wanted to tell you, like last time we had Lisa here, so I didn't actually show you the progress that I'd made on the Harmony sampler. And I wanted to show you because it is getting pretty. And I wanted to show you what it looks like now. So that's something that you can put in your pipe. And I think that I really like the way it's starting to form. I didn't have the branches done. In fact, I don't think I had any of the rest of it done. I'm not quite sure. But what is turning out to be a beautiful sampler in blues, more mauves and greens, and I am actually quite thrilled with the way it's forming now. So that will be the Harmony sampler, and hopefully I will get it done in the next little while. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, I wanted to make sure that I remember to shout out to all the people who have done the August Blossom. And it seems like there is a number of August blossoms already out there. I know I put it out a week early, so good for you guys. And luckily, these aren't very big designs. That any of the blossoms really don't take a lot of time. And so you can do them in between your other rotations. Let's see, I have to shout out to Nikki, and her blossoms are very cute. And she also did the August Cottage. And then there's Manoli, Rosella, and Dia. And I think Rosella and Dia both put theirs in a kind of a dark, a blue vase anyway. In other words, instead of making it a basket, making it brown, they made it blue. And I believe that Dia made hers blue and white, and then the poppies are red. So it's kind of like red, white, and blue. It's very cute. And that's great. Oh, good, Louise. Thank you. And Ellen and Gracie, that is so nice of you to say. I appreciate it. It's always nice to get some feedback as I'm designing. And generally when I was designing, when we had a lot of staff around, and I would go into the office and I would bring it out, and then people would give me some feedback. And I get a lot of motivation from people's feedback. Not that I need it to be all positive, just somebody looking at what you're doing and then saying, yep, that's good, or it's on the right track, or, what about this, which has happened many times. I really find that that's helpful and also motivating to do more, because we're not just stitching for ourselves unless you're on the earth alone. I'm certainly not stitching just for myself. The feeling of stitching and creating something for me is just magical. And I do that feeling for myself. But after I've done all of this work on something, it's an artist's kind of mentality. But after you've done that, you want to be able to share it with people because you're very proud of it and you're happy with what you've done. And you've had that great feeling and you want to share that great feeling with other people. So I think it's really good when you're stitching in your own homes, whether you're stitching something brand new or something that you've stitched before. Doesn't matter. If you have an ability to share it with other people, that gives you that extra motivation to continue. And it's the same with everything that we do. It doesn't matter what it is. We love sharing with other people to make people feel like we did when we were accomplishing something with our hands or with our brains. It really is quite a wonderful closure to something that you've created. So anyway, so I feel the same way. So thank you so much for having a little bit of reaction to that. I appreciate that. And Petra's just thrown out the poppy free pattern. Thank you. That's great. It's also in Facebook, as those of you who are members know. But those of you who don't know, yes, we have it also on our website, which is really nice that we've started to put the free pattern on our website as well. So I sent out a newsletter this morning. Those of you who have come in late, and we have the Biscore New kit on sale. It's for sale, not on sale. And that basically means you can buy it. So this is the kit. I don't actually have the original leaflet in here because the leaflet is still en route to Lisa's place, and hopefully she will receive all the leaflets this morning. And then these are the lovely Biscore New. I'm going to only produce them one more time, and I do want you to see how the back looks too. Look at all that lace, and then the back looks really adorable too. The sides, with the lace along the edges here, to me that's just adorable. And it's got pearls also, which are also included in your kit. And the Biscore New is quite big. It's not a small thing. It's a fair size. And this one in particular is soft colors, more rose than what you see on your screen. I think they're a little bit more rosier rather than orange. So they are, to me, they look like Primula, or somebody else called them Primrose. And then there's this one, which is also adorable, and it has violets all over it. Again, it's got a lacy edge, but the lacy edge is slightly different, and so is the back. The back is also different. So you'll see that each of these patterns, actually they do go together, as you can see, but they are different from one another, and both of them are included in the kit, which is really nice. So I'm really glad to know that the kit is now available for you, and you can get free shipping today and tomorrow. There. Petra, you should be proud of me that I remembered all of the things that I had to say. Okay, as soon as the new leaflet has arrived, Lisa will start packaging, which is what I was just mentioning. So thank you, Lisa. Now, in the meantime, I also want to congratulate Hillary for her Christmas Village, which took her 5 years to finish. So I can understand that because there's a lot of stitching in it, and highly likely she only did some amidst other things that she was stitching, which is, is a good way to do things. 5 years is actually not that long. What I love is that she's done it. She's finished it. And I think she was so proud to see the Christmas Village on her picture. She really has worked on this. And congratulations to you, Hillary, for a job well done. Let's see. Thank you very much, Petra. Aw, thank you for the lovely compliment. Diane also is finished the Bling Tree 2, as is Tammy, and they've done the green parts of Bling Tree 2. Having done Diane and Tammy both have Tammy's almost finished, so they're ready to start decorating. And I asked Diane whether she was going to start decorating right away. Excuse me, a little hiccup. Whether she was going to start decorating right away, and she said, oh, definitely, because she wanted to get the entire thing done, and then I think she's going to either frame it or finish it before Christmas. So she doesn't want to wait with the decorating. And I pictured everyone maybe doing all of the green part of the tree first, and then waiting, and then decorating it in December. But that's not happening. Oh, that's so cute. So, and now I have a couple of wonderful, they're kind of floral, but they've got insects with them. I wanted to show you my lace patterns, and they're called lace patterns because they're part of the same series, I guess you could call it. And I started with the dragonfly, what I call dragonfly lace. That's the name of the pattern. And here it is in a box. Let's see, that's the back, isn't it? So this must be the front. Yeah, so this is in a box, and it can also be framed, of course. And as you can see, it kind of gets darker because of the camera. When it's looking at something white, it kind of dulls down, but it's really quite bright white, and the stitching is not quite as white, so you can really see the Hardanger stitching. And also along the bottom here is some wonderful herringbone, double herringbone drawn thread, and on the side as well, on this side. And then you can see the little blossoms, which is what the theme of August is, blossoms. It looks like the wings of the dragonfly have kind of had a little bit of let's put it this way, they've gone through the mill. We have packaged this up, and I have a feeling they got a little bit skewed, but nevertheless, you can see on the side that they're actually, they stand out from the rest of the stitching, and you can, let's see, you can see them separate, and as soon as you put them on, then you can stitch them in the back, and they look really nice on the front. So that's one of the lace pieces. And then I think the next one I did was actually done in yellow with blue hydrangeas. And I don't have that pattern here at the moment, but I do have the one that I did for another reason. I did this as with separate and different colors, and also different flowers. This one is multicolored butterfly with daisies, or echinacea daisies if you want. So this is another, and that you can see that it's framed, and when it's framed it just looks stunning. I love this one, and I particularly like the lovely colors of the organza. And by the way, the organza that we used to use was literally an overdyed ribbon, a ribbon that was about, I think probably about 8 millimeters wide, something like that, so that it was big enough to form these beautiful little wings. And the wings, of course, are also separate, just like the dragonfly wings. Come on now. There, you can see it better when I do that. Yeah, these are all sticking up and sticking out, and I've kind of curved them so that you can see them better. Also, the lace part is also really adorable, and has, again, some drawn thread, and also some Hardanger at the top here, which is the blanket stitch flower, which is in level 6 of our Beyond Cross Stitch patterns. And then also there is this beautiful faggoting, which is but it's a trellis. And the trellis behind it is just pulled thread. All it is a stitch that you pull a little bit so that you leave a shadow in its wake. And I really find the trellis one of my favorite stitches. This is actually my favorite of all the laces. But I do have another lace one. Both lovely. Thank you, Gracie and Susan. I have another one that is actually the bumblebee lace, and it has a huge mat on it. I don't know why we ended up with such a big mat, but I know we had a framer at the time, and Dee was her name, and she always loved a huge mat. She said it sets off the stitching way better, so I thought, okay, this time. But it really is a little too much. But she put a beautiful gold fillet around the outside of it. Also love that. And then, of course, the bumblebee is done with turkey stitch. Instead of having beads or something for the body, the turkey stitch is kind of like a tufted stitches that are looped, and then you cut them to make them furry. And it's got tiny little wings, which are also, you can also move those around. It looks like it's lost one of its wings, if I got that right. No, it's fine. It's each got 2 wings, 1 on each side. And then the flowers are with 7mm silk ribbon. Those are gorgeous flowers. In reality, those are one of the best flowers that I think I've ever done. And there's, again, the blanket stitch flower on each side. And look at all this pulled thread. This pulled thread around the edges is so easy to do, but it's so effective because it gives you shade where you most want to see texture, right? So there's the texture underneath and all around the outside of the blanket stitch. This is blanket stitch as well, right around here, all that. So I'm so happy to show you the lace trio and the bugs in lace, I guess I could call it that. That whole trio, they are not necessarily on the website as a trio, but if you go to one, you should be able to see a reference to the others as well, and hopefully links to each one of the others as well. So there's 3 bugs in lace designs, and I wanted to share them with you because they are really fun to do. They're not very big. In fact, the box is about 5-inch opening, but they take a lot of white on white, or you can use different colors. You don't have to use white on white or white on antique white. You can use a variety of different colors for the pulled thread as well. But I always like matching my thread to the linen so that the linen looks like it's been shifted and it makes it look more lacy. If you use pulled thread and you use a different colored thread than the linen, then you are embroidering, then you are decorating. But if you're using the same color thread as the background linen, then it looks like the linen has actually just shifted to make openings that look like lace. So 2 different effects and the same stitches. Dorothy is here. Oh, I'm glad you checked, Lisa. That's very nice, Tedra. You and Lisa may have to work together so that you can get an order in, because I have a feeling that you should be able to, but if you can't, there's something wrong with our ordering system. So I'll have to make sure that you and Lisa get together and you can get your order. Dorothy, you've been late pulling weeds, limiting time, unhealthy air quality. Oh, I'm so sorry. You might as well stay indoors then. If you've got air conditioning, then you can do your Thanksgiving sampler and pretend it's the fall. Oh, I'm so sorry you've got bad air quality. Do you know what it is, what the air quality is? And hopefully it's not burned from, as people in the States sometimes say, it's from Canada. We don't mean to send anything down to the States if that's what it is. Donna says, I have the 3 lace pieces in my stitching room. Oh, I really love doing them and still love to look at them every day. Me too. I have them on my walls at all times. When I come in here, those are the ones that my eye goes to, Donna. I'm with you. There's something wonderful about this. White on white is the best way to put it. It's the pulled thread and all the textures in the different colors of white that I love, and I agree with you. Also, the bugs are kind of cute as well. Oh, thank you very much, Petra, putting the lace patterns out. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Lynn says, hello, everyone. Hello, Lynn. Good to see you. Pat says, Poppy was my favorite. My grandfather was in America Legion Honor Veterans. Oh, that's a great idea. I hadn't considered that this has something to do, of course, with the armed forces, people who have gone through the Second World War in particular, and poppies for Remembrance Day is what we call it. So yeah, that's a great idea. You can also stitch poppies like that and put them on your lapel. That would be something, but then of course you must make a donation also to the veterans. Dorothy says, this is Smoke from Canada. Sorry, Tia. I am so sorry too. When we had smoke here in BC, and actually there is a lot of smoke right now all across any place where there is huge arboreal forests. There's nothing that can be done. It's not man-made. It's well, we have dry and hotter weather because of climate change. It's the way it is, and our forests are definitely feeling it. And as soon as there is a lightning storm, that's what you have. You can spark a forest fire at any time. And I believe that it's still many forest fires are going on, or we'll call them brush fires because there's some of those as well. We had some bad air quality here as well when there was a lot, much closer to Vancouver. And boy, when that wafts down, it covers the whole sky. It looks like it's gray skies, but it isn't. Like it's not like overcast, but it looks overcast, right? And it also doesn't smell very well. And I know what it's like. We've had this for one summer. We had all blanket smoke. So there is forest fires no matter where it is, and I'm sure that people in California experience that too. And those of you who are in wooded areas like Washington State has them too. So it's not a national thing. it's an international thing. So I'm sorry also for you. Gracie says, our poor air quality, they say on our weather, is from a fire in the bowl of the Grand Canyon or someplace in Arizona and Canada. Yep, that can happen. It isn't like the fires don't just wait for, oh, I think I'll make sure that my fires are in Canada or they're in the US. They don't respect national boundaries of human beings. Marty says, we're getting the smoke also here in the Adirondacks and most of New England to New York City. I'm so sorry for all of you who have these things. And I feel even much sorrier for people who are being literally burned out of their homes. They have to leave their homes behind, and that is what's happening in most of the places in Canada. That is what's happening. So keep in mind that smoke is not as bad as being burned out of your homes, and that's all about smoke. I know. I would like to continue talking about that because it is such a horrible thing that happens every summer now, and I don't think that people in Australia even don't know what it's about. The other thing that I wanted to do today, it's already 10 o'clock. I can't even believe it. It's already 10 o'clock. Okay, don't forget to order the Biscornu kit. It's here, and I do want to mention it because there's free shipping today and tomorrow. And there isn't free shipping after that, so do it now. Don't wait. Okay, so go to our website and look for the Floral Biscornu. The other thing is that I need to make sure that I have an angel card because I know Marty's gonna, yep, there she is. So cute. No, it's not my fault. Pat says she's getting some too. Oh dear. Well, I know that people in Canada are really getting it also. So we're all in the same smoky boat. Okay, here we go. This is, and I know this is true about my girth, but I'm hoping that this is about our emotional state. You have grown a lot. I have to laugh because I know I have in both areas, and I hope that you take this in a very good way, and that you are thinking in terms of emotional growth, not necessarily growth in girth. I have to laugh at that one. Anyway, there we go. That's our angels. Have to go. Someone's here. Okay, bye, Lisa. Have a great weekend. And Petra says hello as well. And yeah, Marty says, when it gets really bad, I wear my COVID mask for a while. Yeah, that really helps as well. And those of you who are having to struggle through it, have a good time stitching in your air-conditioned room. Remember, air conditioning definitely does filter out some of these things, so that's a good way to stay safe with your lungs. Those of you who have been able to order our new Biscornu, our floral Biscornu. Thank you so much for that. And those of you who are still on the fence, remember it's free shipping today and tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be able to take advantage of that because that makes quite a difference. And of course, it's for the US and Canada. Hi, Mary, you're here. Just saying goodbye, but I'm glad you said hello. Thank you so much for joining for just a minute, and go watch the replay when I've ended this video. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you. And we're having a long weekend here. It's I think it's BC Day in our British Columbia province, so we're having an extra day on Monday, and then we're all looking forward to having a 4-day weekend. So those of you who are here in BC, have a great weekend, a long weekend, and everyone else, see you next Friday at 9:30 Pacific Daylight Time. See you again then. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.